Welcome back to our deep dive into the richest man in Babylon. We've uncovered Arkad's 7 principles for financial success.
Yeah.
But now it's time to actually, explore how those principles play out in real life, through
Yes.
the books, like captivating parables.
And these stories aren't just entertaining, they offer valuable insights
Right.
into how those ancient principles can be applied to our modern lives.
They're like little case studies almost
Mhm.
that demonstrate the power of these ideas in action.
Exactly.
Okay, so which parable are we going to, unpack first?
Let's start with The Man Who Desired Gold,
Okay.
which is all about the danger of get-rich-quick schemes and the importance of patience and consistent effort.
Ah, yes. This is the story of Bansir, the chariot builder,
Yes.
who's so desperate to become rich that he falls prey to a cunning trickster who promises him easy wealth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cautionary tale, isn't it? That's still so relevant today.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Bansir's eagerness for quick riches blinds him to the obvious red flags,
Yeah.
and he ends up losing everything.
Uh-uh.
It's a reminder that there are no shortcuts to wealth.
Nope.
Building true wealth takes time, discipline, and a willingness to put in the work.
It's like trying to grow a giant oak tree overnight.
Yes.
You can't just plant a seed and expect it to magically transform into a, towering oak within a few days.
Yeah. Exactly.
It takes years
Years.
of consistent nurturing, care, patience.
And that's what The Richest Man in Babylon teaches us.
Right.
It's about building a solid foundation for long-term financial success,
Yeah.
not chasing those fleeting illusions of overnight riches.
Okay. So how does this parable tie back to, Arkad's principles?
Well, it reinforces the idea of guarding your wealth against loss.
Okay.
Bansir's downfall is his failure to heed this principle.
Yeah.
He lets greed and impatience cloud his judgment, and he ends up making rash decisions that lead to financial ruin.
It also highlights the importance of investing in yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
If Bansir had focused on developing his skills as a chariot builder or, learning about sound financial principles, he might have been able to create a more secure and, sustainable path to wealth.
That's a great point. It's a reminder that our most valuable asset is often our own knowledge and abilities. By investing in ourselves, we increase our earning potential, and we become better equipped to manage our finances wisely.
Okay. Let's move on to another parable that really stuck with me. The 5 Laws of Gold.
Oh, yes.
It's like this conversation between Arkad and his sons, where he imparts his wisdom
Right.
on how to handle money responsibly.
Yes. These laws are like condensed nuggets of financial wisdom passed down from a father to his sons.
Yeah.
They're packed with practical advice that's just as relevant today as it was centuries ago.
Let's break them down one by one.
Okay.
The first law states, "Gold cometh gladly and increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family."
So this law reinforces the pay yourself first principle.
Right.
It emphasizes that consistent saving, even in small amounts, is the foundation of wealth building. It's about creating a habit of setting aside a portion of your income before you even think about spending it.
The second law states that gold laboreth diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flocks of the field.
This one's all about making your money work for you. It encourages us to find profitable investment opportunities and allow our money to grow
Yeah.
through compounding.
Put your money to work for you.
It is. Put your money to work for you so it generates more wealth over time.
Okay. The third law is a reminder to seek wise counsel. It says, "Gold clingeth to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of men wise in its handling."
This speaks directly to guarding your wealth against loss.
Right.
It emphasizes the importance of seeking advice from knowledgeable and experienced individuals before making any major financial decisions.
You don't have to figure everything out on your own.
We don't.
Right.
There are experts out there who can guide us
Yeah.
and help us avoid costly mistakes.
Okay. 2 more to go. Law number 4 warns us about venturing outside our expertise. It says, "Gold slippeth away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keep."
It's a reminder to stick to what we know.
Yeah.
and to seek guidance when venturing into unfamiliar territory.
Right.
Don't be afraid to ask for help
That's right.
or consult with those who have experience in areas where we lack expertise.
And finally, the fifth law cautions us against chasing impossible returns. It says, gold flees the man who would force it to impossible earnings, or who followeth the alluring advice of tricksters and schemers, or who trusts it to his own inexperience and romantic desires in investment.
This law wraps up the principles beautifully
Yeah.
by warning us against unrealistic expectations and the dangers of greed and impatience. It's about being realistic,
Yeah.
informed, and grounded in our financial pursuits.
Those 5 laws are like packed with wisdom. It's amazing how they distill these complex financial concepts into these simple, memorable principles that anyone can apply.
They really do provide a framework for approaching wealth building with a combination of discipline, wisdom, and caution.
Okay. We've explored the parable of the man who desired gold and the wisdom of the 5 laws of gold. What other stories should we dive into?
Let's explore the clay tablets from Babylon.
Okay.
It's a story about a man named Dabasir who finds himself deeply in debt.
Oh, yeah.
This one really hits home because it offers a roadmap for getting out of debt
Yeah.
and achieving financial freedom.
Oh, yes. The Bessir story is so relatable. He starts off with so much potential, but then makes a series of bad decisions that leave him struggling to make ends meet.
Right.
It's a reminder that, anyone can fall into the debt trap,
Anyone.
no matter how, bright their prospects might seem.
Exactly. But what's so inspiring about Dabasir's story is that he doesn't give up. He seeks help from a wise moneylender named Mathon, who teaches him the principles of financial responsibility.
And Mathon's advice is essentially Arkad's 7 principles in action.
Yes.
Right. He guides Dabasir on a path to debt recovery by creating a plan to pay off his creditors while still saving a portion of his earnings.
Right.
It's a fantastic illustration of how discipline and commitment can lead to financial freedom.
That's exactly right. It's not about some magic formula or a quick fix. It's about taking ownership of your situation, creating a plan, and sticking to it with unwavering determination.
Yeah.
Dabasir's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the transformative potential of adopting sound financial habits.
It's a powerful message of hope for anyone who feels trapped by debt.
It is.
It shows that with the right mindset and a solid plan, anyone can turn things around.
Yes.
And achieve financial freedom.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is that Mathon's advice is incredibly practical.
Oh, yeah.
He tells Dabasir to start by tracking his expenses, identifying areas where he can cut back.
Okay.
And creating a budget that allocates a portion of his income to debt repayment.
Okay.
And another portion to savings.
It's he's giving him a personalized financial makeover.
It is a financial makeover.
It all starts with that commitment to change and willingness to take those first steps towards financial recovery.
One of the things I find most impactful about Dabasir's story is the way he shifts his mindset.
Oh, okay.
At first, he's full of despair and self-pity.
Right.
But as he starts to apply Mathon's principles, he begins to feel a sense of empowerment and control over his finances.
It's he goes from feeling like a victim of his circumstances to becoming the master of his own financial destiny.
It is. And that's a powerful transformation.
It is. It's a reminder that we all have the ability to take control of our finances, no matter how challenging our situation might seem.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing that we have the power to make choices.
That shape our financial future. And the clay tablets from Babylon. It provides a roadmap for making those choices, step by step.
Okay. So we've explored the parables of the man who desired gold, the 5 laws of gold, and the clay tablets from Babylon.
We have.
Are you ready to uncover the wisdom hidden in another one of these captivating stories?
Absolutely. Let's dive into the parable of the camel trader of Babylon.
Okay.
This one offers some valuable insights into the importance of diversification and creating multiple streams of income.
Oh, yes. This is the story of Calabab.
Yes.
Who sets out on a journey to become a wealthy merchant, but ends up losing everything due to a series of unfortunate events.
Right.
It's a stark reminder that relying solely on one source of income
Mm-hmm.
can be risky.
Exactly. Kalibev's story highlights the vulnerability of putting all your eggs in one basket,
Yeah,
so to speak.
right.
He initially had a successful camel trading business,
Right.
but when circumstances changed,
He was left with nothing. It's a reminder that life is unpredictable, and
yeah.
we need to be prepared for those unexpected twists and turns.
And how does Kalibev eventually, turn things around?
Hmm.
Does he, strike it rich in some other, daring venture?
Not quite. He returns to Babylon, humbled by his experiences,
Okay.
and seeks the advice of who else? Arkad.
Of course.
And, of course, Arkad imparts his wisdom,
Right.
emphasizing the importance of creating a steady income stream that can provide for him in the future.
So it's not about chasing get-rich-quick schemes or relying on luck. It's about building a solid foundation
Exactly.
for, long-term financial security.
Precisely. Arkad advises Kalibab to find a stable job and save a portion of his earnings.
Mm-hmm.
But he also encourages him to explore other avenues for generating income.
Okay.
He suggests learning a new skill or starting a small side business to supplement his primary income stream.
And that's where the idea of diversification comes in.
Yes.
It's about creating multiple streams of income, so you're not entirely dependent on a single source.
Right.
This way, if one stream dries up, you've got others to, fall back on.
Exactly. It's like having a financial safety net.
Yeah.
And it's a principle that's more relevant than ever in today's world.
Right.
With job security being less certain and the rise of the gig economy, having multiple income streams can provide greater financial stability and peace of mind.
Kalibev's story is a reminder that we need to be, proactive
Yes.
and take control of our financial destinies.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough to rely on, a single job
Right.
or, a single source of income.
Mm.
We need to explore different avenues for generating wealth and build a portfolio of income streams that can support us through, various life stages and economic conditions.
That's a great point. And it's not just about earning more money either. It's about creating a more resilient and sustainable financial foundation that can weather those inevitable storms that life throws our way.
Okay, so we've explored 4 captivating parables from The Richest Man in Babylon. We've learned about the dangers of get-rich-quick schemes, the importance of patience and consistent effort, the wisdom of the 5 laws of gold, the power of discipline and commitment in overcoming debt, and the value of diversification and creating multiple streams of income.
It's amazing how each parable offers unique insights into those 7 core principles we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
It's like there are different lenses through which to view these principles, making them more relatable
Yeah.
and applicable to our everyday lives.
They're not just stories. They're practical guides
Mm-hmm.
for navigating the complexities of personal finance and, building a more secure and prosperous future.
Right.
But we haven't even touched upon the luckiest man in Babylon yet.
Oh, you're right. We've saved one of the most intriguing parables for last.
Yeah.
In the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore this story, which delves into the concept of luck and its role in financial success.
I'm eager to hear what insights this parable has to offer. Yes, stay tuned as we unravel the wisdom of the richest man in Babylon and discover how these ancient lessons can guide us towards a life of, financial abundance and fulfillment.